You have probably seen it before. You walk into a hotel room, and a long strip of fabric is stretched neatly across the foot of the bed. It is not a blanket. It is too small to be a bedspread, and it does not seem very useful. So why is it there? Is it just decoration, or does it actually serve a purpose? Today we are uncovering the surprising story behind the hotel bed runner. Hotels have not always looked the way they do today. Centuries ago, inns and lodging houses offered little more than a simple bed and a roof over your head. As the hospitality industry became more competitive during the 19th and 20th centuries, hotels began focusing on presentation. Fresh white sheets became a symbol of cleanliness and luxury, while decorative touches were added to make rooms feel more inviting. One of those additions was the bed runner, a feature that combines style with practicality. That strip of fabric has an official name, the bed runner. It is designed to sit across the foot of the bed. It is placed where guests are most likely to place shoes, luggage, shopping bags, or even sit down while getting ready. Unlike the white bedding underneath, the bed runner is made of thicker, darker fabric that hides dirt more effectively. It acts as a protective layer between everyday use and the clean linens below. One of the biggest reasons hotels use bed runners is to keep their bedding clean. White sheets look fresh and help guests quickly spot whether the bed has been cleaned properly. But they also stain very easily. Many guests naturally place suitcases, backpacks, jackets, or their feet on the end of the bed. Without protection, those white sheets would need more frequent washing or replacing. The bed runner helps reduce wear and keeps the bedding looking cleaner for longer. Think about what most people do after entering a hotel room. Many sit on the edge of the bed to remove their shoes, organize their luggage, or simply take a short break. The foot of the bed is usually the most convenient spot. Instead of sitting directly on freshly washed white sheets, guests sit on the sturdier bed runner, helping protect the bedding from dirt and wrinkles. It is a simple idea that makes housekeeping much easier. Bed runners are not just practical, they also improve the room's appearance. Hotel rooms often use neutral-colored bedding because white communicates cleanliness. A colorful runner adds contrast and ties together the room's design. Its colors often match the curtains, cushions, artwork, or carpet. This gives the room a more polished and luxurious look without requiring expensive custom bedding. In other words, it is a small piece of fabric that makes a big visual difference. Hotels wash enormous amounts of laundry every day. If every blanket or comforter needed washing after every guest, operating costs would rise dramatically. Instead, bed runners are easier to replace or clean when they become dirty. Since they protect the bedding beneath, hotels can reduce unnecessary wear on larger items while still maintaining high cleanliness standards. It is a practical solution that saves both time and money. Do all hotels still use them? Interestingly, no. In recent years, many modern hotels have started removing bed runners altogether. Some guests questioned how often the runners themselves were cleaned, leading certain hotel brands to simplify their bedding. Today, You will often find completely white beds with no decorative runner at all. Others still use them because they appreciate both the protection and the visual appeal. Whether you see one often depends on the hotel's style, brand, and housekeeping practices. Are they actually clean? This is a question many travelers ask. The answer depends on the hotel. Unlike sheets and pillowcases, bed runners may not always be washed after every guest, unless they become visibly dirty. Many hotels clean them on a scheduled basis or whenever necessary. That is one reason some travelers choose not to place personal items directly on them. It is also why several hotel chains have moved towards simpler bedding designs in recent years. The bed runner is just one example of thoughtful hotel design. Many features inside a hotel room are there for practical reasons that guests rarely think about. For example, beds are often raised high enough to allow luggage storage underneath. White towels make stains easier to detect during laundering. Mirrors are positioned to make rooms feel larger. Even the placement of electrical outlets is carefully planned for guest convenience. Hotels are filled with small design choices that quietly improve comfort and efficiency. Here are a few surprising facts. Many luxury hotels use multiple layers of bedding to create the feeling of a softer mattress. The famous hotel bed look often comes from tightly tucked sheets combined with fluffy duvets, rather than unusually expensive mattresses. And some hotels replace pillows every year or two to maintain comfort and hygiene for guests. So, why do hotels have a cloth across the bed? Because that simple strip of fabric does much more than decorate the room. It helps protect clean bedding, adds style, and makes everyday use a little easier for both guests and hotel staff.